Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to a midsummer check-in with the brothers from Bro Talk. And we have had a lot that has happened this summer, some highlights and some valleys. But we want to have this discussion amongst ourselves, and we want to invite you in to listen to our conversation. And to also, if you have any questions or if you want to comment on anything, please feel free to do that. If this is your first time with us, thank you so much for clicking on that link. We really appreciate it. For all of our folks that are watching on YouTube, go ahead right now, do us this big favor. Just go ahead and hit that like button for us, and then also subscribe so that you can get more videos like this when we start back up again in the fall. So, brothers, it's so good to see you all. I know we're missing one. We're missing Brew, but I'm sure Brew is taking care of business right now. I know his summers are quite busy, and I know he's preparing for Jamaica and Africa. Usually at this time, he's focusing a lot of his attention on that. But, bros, I know we got a lot to talk about, here today. And first, I just want to say, man, I miss doing this. I miss Mondays, seeing y'all brothers, man, and having a conversation. Also, too, before we get started, I think it's customary that we shout out to Mr. Giraffe Neck himself, Isaac Bliss, for his birthday on August 1st. Want to shout him out. I said
Happy
that to my
birthday,
wife
bro.
listening.
Appreciate it.
He's an old man now. Seasoned old man, but all jokes aside, Isaac, we love you, bro.
Been there. Man, you too, man.
Hey,
appreciate
man.
It. Got the
Every
fresh
year of life is precious.
The fresh barrels.
You see him, right? You see him.
The look is on point.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Now.
And I don't know. I don't know if you all recall. Right before we hit the summer break, he was talking about going and they were doing some furniture shopping for the new living room set. So it looks he's on the new living room set. He's
sporting it.
I'm digging it. Yeah, I'm digging it.
I mean, I'm not sitting on chairs anymore in the living room. So you got a little upgrade. So yeah.
Okay.
Nah, man, it's nice. It's nice, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Tell the kids, man, they can't eat on the couch. When you get a new couch.
Nah, man.
That couch look like the couch, bro.
That couch look like it's claiming bodies. Like, yo, you sit on that too long and you're gonna be slumped.
Yeah. It took me out a couple times, man. I probably only honestly sat on this thing maybe 10 or 15 times, but every time, you sink right into it. So
isn't that crazy?
That's how you got the one. You got the one right there.
But isn't it crazy how you ever wonder why, like, I don't know if your parents was like this, but they would buy furniture for the house. They wouldn't even sit in it. Like they wouldn't
with the plastic on it.
Oh my gosh. Like we stopped doing that years ago, but still that's bro.
That's a furniture for company. You don't go in that room.
Right.
But I think that's a generational trauma thing. I think
it is.
when you don't grow up. When you grow up with little, and you know what I mean, you become very protective. And it's like it's one thing to take care of. Like the message in our household growing up from my grandmother on down was always take care of what you got, take care of your stuff, take care of your stuff. But there's you can take that so far to where everything has a season, and even if it's still in good shape or good condition, it might be time to let that thing go. It might be time to give it away to somebody else who might be able to use it and be blessed by it. You ain't got to wait until you run it in the ground, you know what I mean, to give it away.
I don't wish, but the couch, I'm looking at the couch now. Well, I'm sitting in the new chairs that my wife bought because she has extravagant and very exquisite and very good taste. When it comes
Shout out to Brandy. She must be in the room. She over there.
But he is trying his best to clean that up.
Listen, man, can I try?
Exquisite. Our colloquialisms or synonyms for bougie and
Listen, bro. Listen, I'm just trying to honor my wife and the things that she's done, man. The Bible says a man that finds a wife finds a good thing. And the other part that's very important is and finds favor with the Lord. Can I get a shana for that? So
I dig it. I dig it. Hey, listen, Hey, you trying to have a good night, man? We gonna help.
Hey, man, we all trying to have a good night.
We gonna do our best to push that.
All right, I appreciate it. See, that's brotherhood right there. You know what I'm saying? We push each other to do better, to be better.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
Remember what your question was to the doctor when he had his surgery. He good to go.
Hey,
he good to go. He done went out there. He done ran laps today with them kids. He good. He ready to go.
You right,
that
bro.
Kicker is ready.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But this couch I'm looking at, though, it look like it need to go into glory. It's just people on, laid on it, use it as a second bed. I mean, just this thing need to go on, man. They just need to go on. But that time, to your point, though, is that we can sit on our furniture, man. We can enjoy it. And we know we're blessed that if we want to get a new thing or new set of furniture, we can just do that.
Everything got a time. Yeah, everything's got a time and a purpose, man. Like,
yeah.
And the purpose for buying something to sit on should never be to not sit on it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
it shouldn't be to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah. I never understood that. Like as a kid, as an adult, when I see my kids running around and jumping on couches and messing stuff up, that's what kids are going to do, right? And like it doesn't matter like what the furniture looks like in the beginning, like it's just gonna look, if you don't use it, it's just gonna like collect dust and then and be pointless 10, 15 years from now, when you never got the chance to truly enjoy what the purpose was for it, right?
Yeah.
If you want to get something that looks nice, man, like I don't want to get into to my people and what they do, but buy a nice vase or something like that, right? Buy something, buy an expensive piece of decoration and let that sit on the wall where no one is going to use it or see it, right? Buy a painting, from a famous painter or something
exactly
like that.
That will appreciate.
You can sit there and admire, right? But sit on your couch and look at it. You know what I mean? Like that never made sense to me.
Or you could buy your art from y'all niece, man. My daughter, Chloe Hayes, man. If y'all need a commissioned art piece, y'all can go ahead and holler at me. I'm her agent, and she gets 90% of the proceeds, and I get 10% that go into her savings. Make sure she save a little bit of her money. So, but bros, so man, what's been going on, man? There's a lot that's happening. I know y'all see part of my shirt. Today was the first day of football, so I know we can talk all show about that, but just want to say, man, that football has officially started, which is why we, do the midsummer check-ins, because a lot has happened in the summer, and also, two, because we don't start back again until after football season is over, because we want to be present, with our kids and making sure that we put 100%, into that. But, bros, what's going on? What's new? What we got going on?
I'll go. I'm like you, man. I'm extremely excited. It is football season. The cool part about football now, especially, and we were kind of talking about this before we came on, is how football is really mirroring, the year-round kind of, dynamic that we've seen for so many years in the South. We see that a lot now here. And so, even though whether if you got a child playing youth level football, official practices are just starting. For kids at higher levels, even though the official practices won't necessarily start until maybe mid-August or so. Summer stuff has been going on. I mean, since pretty much the end of the school year, scrimmages, 7-on-7s. Workouts, weight room, you know what I mean? They've been putting in the work, and it's really exciting to see, because to me, football is the best time of the year. Football season is the best season of the year for me. So, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. But I got to shout out track season, because my little guy Bryson, the youngest of the bunch, he ran track this summer, and at first he's always been fast, but he was out there kind of like this. It'd be meet time, and he's not running his full speed. He's running like to like hang out with the kids. Like he's just, and we like, man, hey, run, man, what you doing? He was like, well, I want to give the other kids a chance. I was like, no, you're supposed to go out there and run your fastest to win. And so, he finally started putting it all together. And his last track meet was this past Thursday. He won the 400, placed second in the 100. Yeah. Second in the 100, first in the 400, and I think third or somewhere in there in the 200 as well. So, I mean, which for, to run the 1, the 2, and the 4, that, what I mean? The races are so different, in terms of how you have to approach running them, and to be able to have the, the stamina to run them all and do well. Like, shouts out to my little guy. He did his
Did you know he had all that speed?
Man, what's his last name? Okay, I just was checking. I just just wanted to, you know what I mean?
Listen, bro, like because he's so like unassuming. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, Lil B, like I know he's definitely an athlete, but because of how you've talked about him, like, yeah, man, he don't want to do this, he don't want to do that. Now he do want to act though. But yeah, like to hear him in the athletic world, I'm like, yeah, like I knew he was gonna be, above the average, but I mean, he just got out there.
I didn't know if he'd get into the competition aspect.
Yes,
of it, you know what I mean?
Yes,
like
yes.
But in terms of just showing natural like athleticism, like he's always kind of shown it. Whether it be like we would go to to my older son some of his football practices, especially when he was playing youth level, and they'd be playing Bryson would be playing around with some of Bam's teammates after practice or something. Man, he running circles around them. I'm like, man, this kid, he got it. He's always had it. It just was a matter of whether or not I've never pushed them to do it. Hey, what you want to do, that's, if you decide you want to do it, we're going to support you. We're going to back you, and we're going to be there the whole way. But it's going to be your call. I've done everything I'm going to do in a pair of shoulder pads and helmet or in any other sport. So it's your time.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Because then you don't end up with like kids resenting you. You know what I mean? Like I only did this because of and it also, for me, I wanted them to be able to take away from sports way more than the athletics. I'm living on principles that work ethics and disciplines that I developed throughout my athletic career. So those are the things that stay with you. And so as great as the friendships and the relationships and the bonds are, and those stay with you a lifetime, I want you to take those things away and again the life lessons away. All the accolades, all those things, the awards, the wins, those are great. But another team, another class of students and players are going to come along and eclipse those records or whatever you do. And nobody will, maybe you get a Facebook stat every once in a while or something like that. But the life lessons and the friendships are what matter later on in life.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I want to touch on what Calvin said. What up, Calvin, man? Appreciate you, bro. And I know your kids are doing amazing things down there, man.
Nixon blood.
Yeah, man. Hey, so yeah, the kids, they'll show us amazing things, man. Like they'll just surprise us. Surprise us, man. Like even today, when I was watching KJ, bro, he looked like a veteran running back out there, bro.
Listen,
like a veteran. I'm watching him, and I'm like, yo, he's got the confidence, he's got the speed, he's got the agility. Like he knows he knows the play, like he knows where he's supposed to be. And I'm looking at him like, wow, like I'm finally starting to see like the football player now. You know what I mean?
Like, came from though.
Yo, the workouts, bro. It's those workouts.
putting the work in. Like my coaches always said, man, you earn the right to be excited. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it comes from what you do when nobody's watching. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He's put in the work, so now he's confident because he's like, I know I can do this because I've been putting in the work.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Him and his boys. They did a 7-on-7, man, during like right after basketball season, man. So we got a quarterback out of the deal, another quarterback out of the deal, and we got some other people doing some other things, man. But yeah, these guys, man, these kids, man, they at least the returning kids, have put in, a lot of the work, man. So like you said, they've earned the right to be excited because of the work they put in. Now, Ike, on the other hand, his family, they do a couple different things because he got all girls, but we got Eli Buckets. We're gonna be hearing about him in a few years and some of the work that he's putting in. But Ike, man, what you got going on with your family and kids, bro?
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Just trying to stay afloat. I mean, we went on a couple, trips throughout this summer. Ezra and I had a chance to get a nice little getaway from everybody. Went down to Charlotte for a little bit. Then we took the family to a Six Flags. We won't say which one in particular because don't want to get them any clout, and it wasn't that great. But the kids had a great time. We had a chance to meet up with their cousins from New York down there, and they had a blast. They had a ball. So, and ever since they got back, if you can hear in the background, Eli is playing Fortnite with Tyler. This is the view that I've had of him like playing this game for the last I don't know how many weeks, man. But
they waited until you started talking to now get loud, right? You noticed that, right?
He wasn't saying anything when I was on mute. Like he wasn't saying nothing, but he's got to show us that he's here right now. But yeah, man, everybody's good. Everybody's blessed, doing great things. Usually on Mondays, I announce that Ezra's getting ready to go to work. At 11 to get some OT. So shout out to her because she went in even earlier. And then she there now and getting that extra money. So shout out to Ezra. I love you. I appreciate you, man. We need it because we got 32 kids, and you know what I mean. We gotta fund them. Gymnastics has been going on all summer. Ava and Zoe are trying to figure out where they're going to be at the start of the season. Come the fall. So they're trying to see if they're going to be going up a level. So there's some new skills that they've been working on over the summer. They actually just came in right before the show started. So about 9:00, they're outside doing some tumbles on the tumble track and trying to get this aerial. That's one of the things that she needs to get up to move from level 3 to 4. So just seeing them work outside of practice and outside of the gym, man, and putting in that time, energy, and effort it is important. Just proud of all of them for continuing to strive and do what it is that they need to do to get better every single day. So
yeah, man, that's all right, bro. And then I'm glad that you mentioned trips because those family trips, man, are so important, man. I had a brother, y'all know Brother Smith, right? Anthony Smith, Pi chapter. So one of the things he had told me like really early on, because I was like, bro, like how am I gonna do these family trips, man? Like these joints are expensive. And he was like, man, listen, when my kids were little, that was the one thing, man, that we said that we wasn't gonna compromise on. We were gonna take them on trips so that they'll have those experiences because they'll never forget them. Like they'll never forget going to Disney World. They'll never forget going to California, going to Memphis, going to Canada for the first time. So like, yo, man, do the trips. And ever since,
not for nothing, I look at everything from the lens of it being an investment. Where you buy your house is an investment in terms of what school district and all those things so you can go on the front end and maybe spend a little more to move or live where where you feel a little bit more comfortable with the school selection, or you can, say I'm gonna live here, and in that way, it affords me the opportunity to say, okay, we've already decided that we might want to go the private school route, and so we can save the money to have tuition. So it's all about where you're going to put your investment. So, when it comes to the family trips, it's an investment in your childhood, your children's childhood experience, as well as your family time. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
To his point, you never, those, you'll be talking about those when you're a grandparent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When your kids make you a papa. You know what I mean? You're gonna be telling them like, oh yeah, we took them to Disney or wherever we took them. You know what I mean? And so those things definitely, you know what I mean? It's an investment. It's, and end of the day, you can't take a dime of this with you.
Ain't that the truth, man? And I know we both experienced that this summer, man, with, folks in our family, man, who, have gone on, right? And so you think about that happening and you're like, oh yeah, we got to make sure, man, we making these memories, bro, because, we want these things to live beyond us, to talk about, like you said, to talk about the things that we've done. So like for us, we took Chloe on her 13th birthday to Hershey Park. She met up with her godparents and her godbrothers there. It was a total surprise to her. She didn't even know they were going to be there. So that was a whole event in itself. We had a great time at Hershey Park. Highly recommend it. And then from there we went to Philly.
I don't think they're gonna be seeing too many folks for the next, for a little while after.
Oh, what happened?
You didn't hear about? There was an incident in the wave pool. A young girl, I believe, drowned and not survived. Yeah.
Wow.
And this was within the last maybe 2 weeks or so. And and again,
man.
my family, we've gone to Hershey Park, multiple occasions. So it's, I mean, the candy shop, gift shop alone is worth the visit, if you ask me. But I mean,
I want to get out of there so fast. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
you'll spend all your money in there. I'm like, bro,
yeah, they got a I want to say the first time we went, we ended up buying one of those giant Hershey chocolate bars.
Oh yeah, just share that.
Man, we might still have some of that thing. That's how enormous it was.
Wow.
And that was some years ago. It was huge. I was making chocolate chip cookies with it. I mean, just trying to find uses of it. Because
how'd you get it in the car?
Huh?
How'd you get it in the car?
Oh no, I mean it's it's not like,
yeah.
But I mean it's big. Like,
what were you imagining, Kareem?
like 6 foot long chocolate bar.
Thinking Willy Wonka.
Yeah, man. We didn't even get a chance to see the factory either. So, at some point we'll have to we'll have to go back and
that's a cool experience. That's a cool experience too. You make your own chocolate.
But the whole town is named after Milton Hershey. Like that.
No. It's not named after Milton Hershey.
It is his town.
He founded the town. Like the town.
That's wild to me.
Yeah. He founded the town and the housing that was around the Hershey Park.
Yes.
Matter of fact, they built the amusement park to give the people who were working in the factories and whatnot, an outlet, something that they could do and have fun and enjoy.
Oh, that's what it was about?
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, in a lot of ways, if kind of just in what I was able to do in terms of like when I found out about the town,
research.
It was in a lot of ways. You could probably say it was the first live, work, play community.
Okay.
They built schools.
They got an elementary, middle, and high school.
Yeah, and they are all very nice facilities. You know what I mean? So he built the town, and there's a college on.
There is. Yeah.
So he built the town to support the people that were working in his factory.
Wow. So if you think about like what it almost feels like what Disney World could have been on a larger scale, but he did it on a smaller scale in terms of putting everything around it. And then I heard the people that were living there, they didn't have to pay rent, right? Wasn't it free for them to
Yeah,
live in those apartments or something like that?
I believe so. I believe the house, or like it was reduced for them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it was again, it just when you see the ideas and the concepts, it was ahead of his time.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So that was cool, man. So then we went to Philly and we had a good time there, man. Like she loved it. Philly this time around was better when Brandy and I had went the last time. Like it was good, but it just I don't know, it just didn't have the same kind of feel to it. But this time around it was great, man. The Airbnb we stayed at was nice. But bro, going up all those stairs though, that's not my cup of tea, man. I don't want to feel like I'm working out going to bed, man. I'm just trying to walk up my stairs without huffing and puffing. And I was having this upper respiratory issue happening. So yeah, bro, I'll pass on row houses, man. I'll pass on row houses. I'm done with that.
But it was nice.
Yeah. But it was nice though. It was nice. And then after that, I went to Memphis for my family reunion, and that was a great time, man. It
What
was
part
a
of
great
Memphis
time.
you stayed in?
I was like on the border of South Memphis, which I know is like hood, and but we was like in a nicer part. What's the name of it? B, you know this better than I do. I'll tell you this: we weren't far from Cordova. I'll say
yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cordova's. Yeah.
Yeah. So we weren't far from there. Now my family lives in Bridgewater, which is, I think, going north. I believe. I saw a whole map. They told me about it, but I don't remember. But yeah, I think they live in Bridgewater. But it was nice, man. Like, you know, it's just good being around family. And then
Yeah.
yeah. And then we got another trip coming up in September.
Yeah, we were in Memphis week before. Wow,
a week after
ago.
me, right? Yeah, we
Yeah,
could go.
yep,
We could go.
We could go.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, different circumstances. It was, you know, but it becomes, you know, I was like a mini family reunion, if you will. Unfortunately, my one of my wife's aunts passed. She was the oldest sibling of my father-in-law's brothers and sisters, and it was beautiful service and ceremony. You know, just it was well done, and so much family came, and we took the kids, and if you know anything about like Lil Bailo, he don't do wakes, funerals, he don't do none of it.
That's my youngest brother's like that too, man.
He's like
that too.
But we were like, hey, look, we gotta go. You gotta go, because we don't get a chance to see this side of the family often enough. And it's been years since we've been down here. So the family reunion is there next year, and we'll be there for that. But I'm like, we're not here often enough for you to be like, oh, I'm not going. Like, we didn't, you're not going to the funeral. He stayed with my cousins, and his godmother who lives in Collierville, and that was
we got family there too.
Yeah, so my cousin lives in Collierville, and so they were out there, and when I say Bam and Bryson, like, so their children are my one cousin, he's going into his junior year in college, and the other one is going into his senior year of high school. So they're not little kids anymore. So for even though Bam's going into high school, you know what I mean? Bryson was the lightning spark in the house. Like, he was like just energetic and playing, and they was like, yo, my cousin, she was like, oh, I love it. Like, y'all got to bring him back soon, because she was like, I miss this age and phase. Like, she's like, man, I ain't got no babies no more. they leaving me, and she broke up about it. She don't like her. She she about to be an empty nester, and she not ready.
But Bryson has that effect on people, though.
Yeah, it was so they were excited. So I'm like, yo, listen, you going there tomorrow. You gotta, come see your family so that way, you know what I mean, because again, we take for granted these opportunities and these times and moments are gonna be, forever.
What the old people say, let me just lay eyes on you.
Yeah, listen, man, because growing up, you go to family reunions and you take for granted that the people in those pictures are gonna be in those pictures next year.
Bro, we did we have this conversation when I was down there?
Yes,
we
sir.
talked about this. Yeah.
And then so you get to the next family reunion and you're like, man, hold up, man. Like, so and so, you know what I mean? Though that generation that preceded us, man, we're think about it, right? We're the parents fussing at our kids now, running around at the family reunion, when it feels like yesterday it was us getting fussed at by our parents. You know what I mean? Now we the middle-aged folks.
Yeah. But one of the things I was talking to one of my cousins about is we got to do a better job. So our generation, we got to do a better job of introducing our kids to their kids and vice versa. Because I was watching the kids, and the one thing that brought a lot of them together, at least the boys, and it's no surprise, basketball. Like, they just all got out there and they was playing basketball, and they was being a little rough out there, which was like, oh, all right. And this was like cousins from Memphis, Chicago, and I think just them two cities. But like, we have to like foster that. They got to get to know each other, and they got to do it on their own terms, right? We can't make them necessarily.
Let them figure it out.
We got to at least, man. Right? Being from a northern state is going to be different than being from a southern state in some ways. And then you kind of see that. They be like, Dad, like, why they talk like that? You know what I'm saying? Or, why they do that? Or why they wear their socks like this? It's like, it's stuff that the questions we asked growing up. Like, when I went to California and I was in Long Beach, I think I was a freshman in college. And I saw my cousins was wearing, their socks was like all the way up. I said, yo, why y'all wear y'all socks like that? And I guess that was like a thing for them. I don't know.
Listen, I wouldn't ask because I know I'm not going to do it.
I didn't do it either. But
my father-in-law picked up because he's like, yo, you don't wear socks. I'm like, if I have to, you know what I mean? I prefer ankle.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean, or no show. But like if I don't absolutely have to, I'm not wearing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, but that's the era that I came up in. You know what I mean? Like we were turning like the tube socks into ankle and no.
Oh, you remember that?
Yeah, of course. Man, you have a sneaker full of socks.
Oh my gosh. And pray to God you don't get a blister from doing all that. Oh man. So Ike, man, you been quiet over there, man. What you thinking about?
Nothing. Nah, man. I don't know. I'm just chilling. I've been that's been like my MO lately. It's like when I got a chance to like turn off my brain, I do. Because it's really nonstop, these days, and just like with work and trying to figure things out with the family, and you just always feel like you want to go. So when I get these chances to kind of sit back and relax, man, that's what I do, and that's what I think. That's what I was just doing.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's funny, man, because I was talking with a bro last week, just today actually, about that, man, where our parents, they always had, like, at least I think I can speak for our dads. They always had something they did by themselves. Whether it was like whatever the thing was. They had time like to themselves, and whatever that activity was they did. for themselves. And I used to wonder, like, yo, why does my dad do this like every day? Like he'll just go out in the garage, it just be him and his cigar. And I'm thinking, like, why? But then as I've gotten older, I was like, oh, I know what he's doing now.
Man,
I wish I had a garage, man.
He was decompressing.
Yeah, bro.
He was like, man, F these kids.
Yeah, especially because it was 4 of us, and he was spending a lot of money on us, man, and making sure we had everything we needed. And then, you know, things happen. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
those moments are important, man. Just to be, and then you know, and then when I'm in those moments, and I'm just like sitting and chilling. I don't like when people ask me questions. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm perfect. Like, you know why?
I've been waiting to get to this point all day.
No, like no one's asking me anything. No one's asking me for something.
Yep.
Like, don't ask me if I'm okay. Don't ask me what I'm thinking about. Like, I'm cool. Like, did you see me crying?
Nope.
Nah, I'm happy. Like,
you know what's funny about that? Yo, shout out to brother Moses Smith, man, and his wife, Dr. LaShunda Leslie Smith, and a wonderful epic conference. We want to shout that out, but we'll do shouts a little bit. But Moses, while you were still on watching, man, what's up, bro? And bro, it's funny, right? Because you can have 3 grown men sitting in a room and won't say nothing to each other, not a word, but everything is understood. Like, we get it. We just get it. We just sitting here, might have, you know, our beverage with ice or whatever, man, and we just sitting here quiet. Yep.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I was about to low key joke and say, like, yo, man, be glad it was your dad had a cigar this had, and not so, you know, it wasn't nothing stronger in the cigar.
You right about that?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You right about that? Yeah, man. That's real. That's real. Hey, brother Rose, man, salute to you as well. Been a minute.
Good to see you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yo, just shout out everybody, man. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah.
Those of you that are, you know, putting something in the chat or not. Like, you know, we definitely want to just, you know, to do this episode as well, too, just to kind of acknowledge you all. And, you know, we didn't want y'all to disappear on us, right? You know, we take this summer, you know, take the summers off because, again, a lot of things going on with the families. We want to make sure that we had that time to do that. But, you know, we definitely appreciate the fellowship that you all bring, you know, to this platform as well, too. It's the 4 of us, you know, we get together, we get to chat, we get to talk. You know, we get to, you know, it's great when we get other perspectives as well, too. So I put a little statement in chat earlier to let us know what y'all got going on or had going on this summer as well, too, because we want to acknowledge, you know, all the great things that y'all are doing, or, you know, the fun things that are y'all, you know, that y'all been going through over the summer too, while, you know, we haven't had this platform going. So just salute and shout out to everybody that's out there. And if you don't mind, if you want to, definitely go ahead and leave a comment. If you're on Facebook, definitely make sure you like Bro Talk, follow Bro Talk if you're not doing it already. Share it with 3 people, right? Just share it with 3 people. So when we do kick back off during the fall, that they'll be able to, you know, kind of, you know, enjoy some of this time as well, too, man. So definitely had to give that plug and put that out there.
Yeah, what up, Trace, man? Listen,
Tracy,
I need some wings, bro. I need some wings.
he said,
Man, forget the wings, man. Tracy just hooked me up yesterday. We, you know, were chilling for a little bit. So, you know, shout out Tracy, man. Appreciate you. But he just hooked me up with some of this kombucha that his wife is making. So if y'all drink kombucha, make sure you hit up Miss Ebony Williams, man. Okay. Yeah, check her out on Facebook to get yours, because it was delicious, man. It was delicious.
Did you feel better after you drank it with the prebiotic properties and everything?
Hey, you see, I'm chilling right now.
Probiotic. I'm sorry. Well, I know there's 2, right? There's pre.
Yeah, there's pre too. Yeah,
but
I don't know what's in it, but it was deliciousness.
That's what matters. You know, that's what matters. That's what matters.
Kareem, not you walked dead by family and didn't speak to him.
Now, Chanel. I know you didn't come up and tell these people this. Look,
Hey,
listen, hold on. I didn't even know Chanel was in Memphis until I saw the pictures, and I was already home. I was like, wait a minute. Now, you probably saw my family members there because they were probably there. And it's funny because I didn't go to I was gonna go to the museum that day, but I was like, I already went to the museum. And again,
hold up.
because
You're not talking about the National Civil Rights Museum, are you?
yes, I went there already.
Yes, but it does not matter if you're going to Memphis and
Yeah.
you have time to go to the National Civil Rights
I
Museum.
did have time.
You're supposed to go every time.
Okay. All right. Next time
Yo,
I go,
you just be letting Bilal chastise you, bro.
listen, bro. Like, because Bilal on the low is really Malcolm X. He a Bible Malcolm X, man. You know, anything black and for the culture, like there's no excuse. Like, yo, you was there, you need to be
Man,
there.
listen, I'm telling you, if
It's a wonderful museum, man.
Yeah,
Wonderful. See, Chanel, got me all in trouble here. But no, shout out to Chanel and for being down in Memphis for sure. I guess the next time we all got to listen, man. People don't know, but Memphis is on the rise, man. It's on the come up. So I know a lot of people talk about Nashville all the time and how Nashville is growing and everything they got going on, but Memphis is right behind them. So
yeah, I ain't going.
I mean, you ain't got to live there. He ain't got to live there.
Yo, it's a beautiful city, man. It's got some beautiful parts. Now, again, like anywhere else, it has its, you know what I mean?
It does, because that football player got murdered.
Yeah, LSU.
LSU I was in the area.
Yeah, you said you was by South Memphis,
I was
bro.
like, yo.
That's South Memphis.
I said, yo. And my cousin told me explicitly, he said, don't go that way. Go this way. I was like, all right, you got it. You ain't got to worry about me. Because even where we was staying, I was like, yo, how come it's gated around here? Like, I've never been to a hotel and they got like gates. They was like, bro. Yeah. They was like, yeah. I was like,
yeah, gates are usually, unless you're in jail, they're not meant to keep people in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, oh, all right. I was like, all right, bet. And then they had like a club across the street. I said, yeah, you ain't gonna find me there.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. On that. We stayed in Germantown, and we were like,
oh yeah, I've been there in a while. I haven't.
Yeah, we were like right across from Wolf Chase Mall.
Okay.
Like, we gotta stay there every time we go.
Yeah,
man. Listen, I don't know if you got a chance to go to a spot. It's called Slim Chickens.
Nah, because when I go there, I eat
cold fat chickens.
Nah. I see. I almost said a word. I almost said a word out here. This is a family show.
Slim chickens. Nah, I can't do the Slim chickens.
Insanity.
You know what's funny?
I like it better when I was quiet, huh?
Nah. See, the funny part is because I had made a joke early in the show, and something told me that you was gonna wait for the right moment because you wasn't gonna say nothing right then and there. You gonna wait.
Oh my goodness!
You gonna wait for the right moment.
I said Slim Chicken, not Kareem. They turned him off. Nah, true story. So whenever, of course, now we have our own Chick-fil-A now. So we don't have to like look for it as, you know what I mean, when we go out of town, like, because that was definitely that was like my go-to.
I did go to Chick-fil-A though. I did go. You went to the one over there on where is it at? It's by the is it Olive Garden? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so that's all over by Wolf Chase. Yeah,
that's it. Okay.
So funny enough, like,
oh yes, that mall. I was right by there. Yeah.
So we didn't. I didn't go. We didn't go to Chick-fil-A at all. Like,
okay.
Bryson loves Whataburger. Like, I love Whataburger.
I had
too.
that before.
I love Whataburger. So we went to Whataburger. And
wait, you went to Whataburger and had beef?
Nah, man, they chicken sandwiches are amazing, bro.
Okay.
We went to Corky's. You ever been to Corky's?
Mm-mm. everybody home cooked meals when I get there, man. I don't really buy, but I guess I gotta try it when I get there again.
Yeah, so we went to Corky's, man. Yo, we had Gus, man. Gus's wings.
I had that before.
Yeah, we had to get some Gus. And then so we was like, yo, we kept seeing this spot, Slim Chicken. So we was, man, let's check it out. Man, not only was the food like top tier, and it is a fast food spot, like, you know what I mean? You just go, but they had a like a strawberry cheesecake, shortcake like dessert, like in a little mason jar.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that thing was so good that we went back. We was like, yo, before we leave, we got to get one of those to go.
That's how you know it's good when you got to go back.
It was like that. I'm like, but when you think about, up here, all you got for desserts is like, you got apple pie. So you go somewhere and you get like a little apple pie turnover for a dessert. Yeah, man, that was a mason jar, and it had like chunks of cut up strawberry cheesecake, and it was good. It was extreme. It was delicious.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm gonna have to try it, man, when we get down there again. We're not gonna have it down there God willing, man. The matriarchs will be alive the next time around we go. But if not, then we'll be visiting Memphis, at that time. But whenever the time comes. But yeah, bro, gotta check it out, man. Memphis is a nice city, man. I mean, my cousin does real estate down there, and he was telling me like, man, sure, you can get this much house and land for this amount. And I was like, yeah, man, you right. And he almost kind of like almost sold me on it, but I was like, yeah.
But then he told you not to go this way. And
right. Like, I was like, what?
But again, that's anywhere. If somebody come from out of town and they came to Rochester, I'd be like, yo, all right, just don't go that way.
Yep.
Don't go that way.
Yeah, but you already have that understanding. You don't want to go down there and then just be one day going for a walk and find yourself that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. We can't go for a run over here. Now, where I live, you can go for a jog. You can walk around at night at a certain time. If you got a dog with you, that's more preferable. But yeah, I get it.
We good out here, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm almost country. Charlotte is its own city, man.
It's a sliver.
And man,
that's what the people out here want you to believe.
And when you not near it, but you close enough to the cemetery that people don't tend to. I don't know nobody crazy enough to just go be playing by the cemetery.
Nah, and if you do, you probably into stuff. I'll just say that you into stuff.
you want to qualify stuff?
Nope, not at all.
I wouldn't even. I don't even want them to.
Nah, yeah. Hey, let's do some shout outs, man, because I know we're a little at time, man, and we have some people that joined us today. That's definitely want to say we appreciate you all for joining us for this midsummer check-in, and also we get an opportunity to check in with you all as well to see what you all are doing. So, yeah, if B or Ike, man, if y'all just want to look through the list and see who we can shout out.
Yeah, I think we shout out everybody else that was coming.
Oh, we did.
Definitely, Calvin. Yep. Definitely appreciate you, Brother Moses, Brother Andy Rose, man. Always good to see you inside and outside of work. My guy Tracy Williams again, man. Kombucha. You drink kombucha, hit up Tracy or Ebony Williams on Facebook. They'll definitely hook you up and get you right. Miss Jeffries, welcome back from Memphis. Who else we got? Mr. and Brother Shepherd, man. We definitely appreciate you. Miss you too, brother. We definitely look forward to everybody tuning back in with us come the fall.
Speaking of which, when you said Shep, Nate, I don't know if Nate is on tonight, but he's been watching and he's like, he's up. If y'all know, he's relocated, but he's home for the summer, and he's like, he wants to connect with us and for some ideas and things that he's working on and wants to do. So yeah, shout out to Nate, man, because he's
No doubt.
you know what I mean, when he sees us, he's like, yo, listen, I got y'all, I watched, I got y'all in mind. So you know what I mean, appreciate the love, bro.
No doubt.
I don't, you know, not sure if he's on.
Which Nate?
Nate Smith.
Smith. Okay, yeah. Yeah, actually, just saw him the other day too. So yeah. Definitely appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, always
No doubt.
positive energy. Yo, I wanna shout out some folks. Yo, shout out to my guy Snooze, man. If you know Snooze, I've known this brother since he was, man, back in the day, young buck. He's been integral in organizing the Hood to Hood basketball games.
I've been seeing the clips of that.
You know, man, shout out to everybody involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know Snooze personally. I know Quan. You know what I mean? I know, and I don't want to name names because I don't want to leave anybody out. But shout out to everybody that's involved with the Hood to Hood games, man.
That's positive, man. That's positive, bro.
Extremely. You talking about decades of beef that are being, you know what I mean, brought to a place of peace and, you know what I'm saying, resolve and resolution just through, you know what I'm saying, through maturity and you know what I mean, just growth and healing and man, so when we do that, when we set that example, you know, the generations that follow us, man, you know what I mean, it gives them the template and the blueprint of what it looks like to be able to have disagreements and still grow beyond it. You know what I mean? We always say, you know, back in the day, like, yo, we could get in a fight and then be friends with somebody the next day. And then we saw that go away for a while because nobody had the blueprint anymore for, hey, this is how you do it. You know what I mean? And these brothers is showing, man, listen, it don't matter where we from. You know, we and it doesn't matter what differences we've had. We can come together and show love and be on some positive stuff. So, man, shout out to everybody involved with the Hood to Hood movement. Also, you know, shout out to every coach, every volunteer, every team, mom, dad, or whoever you are that's involved with you know, the football programs that are kicking off right now and going into the fall. It takes a lot to get to do these things. I'm talking a lot of time, energy, effort. Even with the summer track, shout out to Chris Taylor. I know he was involved with heavily involved with the summer track work, and that's on top of, you know, full-time job, and he's the new head coach over at Edison Tech. So shout out to Chris. Anybody doing anything with youth over the summer, man, and into the fall, man, you know, we just want to shout you out and send a blessing for a safe, healthy season. You know, and again, just, you know, no injuries, no incidents, no accidents. You know what I mean? Let's cover the kids, keep them safe. You know what I mean? And make sure, you know, go out and support our kids. You know what I mean? Let's be at as many games or track meets or whatever it is that's going on, man. Let's support our kids, you know, and let them know that, you know what I mean? Not just the parents thing, it's a community thing. We out here and we love them, we support them, you know what I mean? So you know, look forward to seeing any of you all at something in the fall. Everybody know I'm at like 3 games on a Saturday in the fall, you know. So looking forward to it. And again, I know that it takes a whole lot of work by a whole lot of people to make it happen. So you know, we definitely want to lift you up.
Can I just say something about that real quick?
Absolutely.
I would just want to add an attachment before you go to the next part. Is my dream this year is that, like you said, there's games going on Friday nights and there's games going on Saturdays. There's no reason why, as a community, and I got this idea in Memphis. I drove by a high school. This looked like a regular high school, probably not even ranked. And their stands was as big as the stands we have at SUNY Brockport. Now, if you've been to SUNY Brockport and you've seen the football stands on the home side, that was at a high school. There's no reason why we can't fill up the stands at these games. Football games, soccer games, field hockey games, whatever. Yo, community, especially if you're in a town. Actually, take that out. Especially in the city of Rochester. Like when people say there's nothing to do, yo, man, take your kids to a football game. It's entertainment, and believe it or not, for the home team, I would even say for the away team, it does something to them where they actually play better when they know people are watching and they know like people are out there cheering them on. It's like a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's like this feeling of like, oh, yeah, I'm about to put on for like my city. Or I'm about to put on for my school and my neighborhood, right? Like it's like what you're talking about with the hooping. You know, with the hoop, the hood hooping. Like, yo, just get out there, man. Get to a game. Don't act crazy when you get there,
Yeah,
man.
for
Just have a
sure.
good time. Just get out there, man. Support these people, these young people. They put in a lot of time and effort and work. Parents are spending money. They trying to take off of work to take their kids to this place, that place. Yo, get out there and support your community because some of these kids, they may make it to the pros. And we don't want to hear anything about like, oh, they don't come back and support. Da, 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 da. Yo, we got to be the ones to do it first. We got to support our kids. I'll get off my soapbox,
Nah,
but I was
absolutely.
saying that earlier. We got to fill the stands, man. There's no excuse. These games don't even cost money. A lot
Yeah,
of them,
man.
a lot of them free.
All great points, man. Agreed. You know what I mean? It don't, you know, cost you a little bit of time, man, to go out here and support these kids, man. You know what I mean? And
Please do.
so,
Please.
yeah, so please do. Also, man, shout out to Khadijah Yawn, man. She listen. Not only does she have her 585 Dream Camp going on this summer, but she, you know, Khadijah's the type of person like she don't even deal in problems. Like, you know, there was a whole thing with the whole dinner on Blanc thing from last year, and she was like, "Yo, well, we just do our own," and so she organized it, put it together, and it was man beautiful. It was phenomenal, man. Shout out to KD, man, and you know and putting that on, man. Shout out to Theta Omicron chapter of Omega Psi Phi, man. They had a just a amazing listen. So the barbecue they put on this weekend is their annual Trent Jackson, man. If you know anything about Rochester,
The legendary.
yeah, exactly. You know that man is you know a legendary figure in this community. So shout out to you know them doing that in honor of Mr. Trent Jackson, who was just again a Rochester legend, Olympics, Major League Baseball, NFL football. You know what I mean? And, you know, like that's a triple threat for real. So again, just it was good vibes, man. You know what I mean? It was good to see some brothers that you know you know and see and connect with. You know what I mean? So it was a great event. So shout out to them. Shout out to D Will, man, and he's been doing the Church in the Wild, and they've been doing the baptisms, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so you know, again, just man, continue to do positive and continue to do man great things. So shout out to D Will, man. You know, be encouraged, bro. Because again, the brother, if you know that brother, he could be doing a lot of the other things. And so for him to choose to do God the way he do God, man, you know, man, it's a blessing and it's encouragement, man. Little more of a somber note that I have to shift to, but there have been, man, it's been a lot of loss this summer as well, man. You know, so I just want to send prayers, condolences, man, and blessings to folks who've lost someone. You know what I mean? The family of the young brother Ricky, who had just graduated from East High School. You know, continuing to keep y'all lifted in prayer. To my wife's family, you know what I mean? Again, she lost her aunt, who was a matriarch, you know what I mean, in the family. She was the oldest sibling, and you know, and having, you know, lost her grandmother in 2009, she was the one. So you know, just continue to keep them in prayer. Also keep the family of Dr. Ricky Harvey in prayer. He just, you know, they funeralized his baby boy this past Saturday in a beautiful service, beautiful tribute, man. They had representation from Brighton High School District where he attended school, from from Hampton University. His choir director broke down, and had to, struggle to keep his composure to get through his remarks during the service. His brother, his big brother, eulogized the man, and he did a phenomenal job of eulogizing his brother. His oldest brother, gave amazing remarks. It was just a beautiful, well done service, and the community came out and wrapped their arms around that family during this time, and just continue to keep them lifted up and continue to keep them in prayer. Continue to keep the family of the young man who was shot by the RPD officer in prayer. Continue to just lift them, wrap your arms around them, man. It's been a summer, and I don't want to say last but not least, prayers to my oldest brother, Perel, man. If y'all know P, you know what I mean. This brother is like he got the full brunt of everything that Wallace Smith had to offer, because he got my dad from his youngest days. But he lost his wife last Monday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so again, if it ain't often that you'll see my brother cry, and I've, to see my brother cry multiple times in a week, you know what I mean? It's man, I know we hurting. So, bro, we love you. We're praying for you. You know what I mean? Just again, so again, anybody that's lost a loved one during this time, you know what I mean? We are praying for you. Again, I'm sure there's some that I may have, forgotten. But again, we are definitely keeping. Joe Tomasino. He was my neighbor for many years. Please keep his children lifted in prayer. His funeral was this past Friday. We lost him as well. They had a benefit fundraiser for his daughters who are still here. His children. So please keep that family lifted up in prayer as well. Again, just a lot of loss, man. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, thank you, Honcho. If you know Malik and Shari, man, brother Mayor Malik is mayor of the city of Rochester. Shari has been little sis forever, since before she, you know what I mean, man, back in the U of R days, in undergrad. Please keep them in prayer. They just funeralized their sister on this past Saturday.
Yeah.
And again, they've experienced, quite a bit of loss recently as well. So again, continue to keep all these families in prayer. You know what I mean? Keep our community lifted up in prayer. That the spirit of peace that surpasses all understanding would be our portion.
Amen, brother. Ike.
Yo.
Anybody anybody else, or are you good?
I just want to shout out. I just want to make mention to me, because I just had a birthday, so definitely, everybody shout me out, and I appreciate it.
Happy birthday, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Duke had a birthday as well, so shout out to Duke.
Yeah, I was chilling with him last night as well too. So him and Tracy and I got together as well.
Okay.
The Masons, they got their ball coming up on Saturday. So if y'all looking for something to do, y'all, everybody in the chat, Tracy Williams, you owe me $50 for this. But yeah.
Oh, that's why he said he don't want to see you or Harrison again.
Right. Yeah. Right. But yeah. So I know they got their event coming up. So kudos to the Masons and all they do. But my aunt is, in the hospital. Her birthday was in July, and a couple years ago, she actually spent the day after her birthday. She was, hospitalized, and it was a pretty long recovery that she had, and she started having a lot of those same symptoms as well too. So, she went back in the hospital a few days before her birthday this year. And she's been there, since. Great news is that, they're figuring out what's going on, and, putting in, giving her the medications and, the therapy that she needs to kind of get through that. So just kind of keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Like beautiful woman. I talk about her all the time, on the show, just, how she, loves on everybody else. So share some of that love with somebody else if you get the chance to. And, just shout out to my family, my kids. And, last but not least, August 16th at 11 o'clock, man. Definitely got to shout out Brockport, and I know Miss P probably had a hand in this as well too. But SUNY Brockport is going to be unveiling a bench that's dedicated to my niece Kamaya, who passed away a couple years ago too. And those of you that are part of the Brockport community, over the last 10 years or so, you definitely know like some of the impacts that she had. She actually started a new program for young women, a woman empowerment program, on campus. So that group got together and they wanted to make this happen, and reached out to her mom and the family to make that happen. So kudos to them. Definitely, love Miss P for, helping to spearhead this and make that happen. But August 16th at 11 o'clock, they're going to be doing that and unveiling that bench dedicated to her. So just want to shout her out, as well too, as the final one for our mid-season break. So
Appreciate that, bro.
yeah.
For me, the very first thing I want to do is I want to shout out to my wife, Brandy Hayes, for her amazing workshop that she did at Epic this past weekend. She had about 50 plus people in attendance at her specific workshop, and she let the Lord move through her, man. It was beautiful. I heard a lot of great things about it. She gave me some good feedback about it. So I told her, the night before, like, yo, just be you. Just be authentic. That's the best thing to do. And, he'll take care of the rest. And that's exactly what happened. So shout out to her and for telling her story, for being vulnerable and transparent, to bring other people into freedom and deliverance. So shout out to you. And I'm proud of you. And I also want to shout out to we're talking about the coaches earlier, but shout out to the whole coaching staff over for the Brighton Junior Bruins. Shout out to them. We had about 20 something kids today, and we're back. Season that started. Definitely want to shout out to Big Sis Stephanie Paredes. Her son is playing with us this year, and she's also volunteering as well. So we definitely want to shout out her out because I know that she's a big support. And shout out to my big bro, my blood brother. He lost his wife a few weeks ago, and we just funeral weekend him. And I don't know if he's watching or listening to this, man, but hey, we here, we got you. Eventually, everything's gonna be all right. But for now, just continue to grieve, and just know that we're here with you. So, had to do that. And then the last thing, because I know it's getting late in the hour, Miss Alfreda Jackson, thank you so much. And you're not late. You're always on time. So definitely appreciate you for supporting us. And because I know the brother president of the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated Eta Rho Lambda Foundation is watching and listening. Thank you so much. I have to shout out the Eta Rho Lambda chapter. Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated presents Legacy in Motion. We are celebrating 65 years of service. We're going to have our event, our Black and Old Gold Scholarship Gala. This past couple months ago during the Black Scholars, we had the opportunity to actually see who the scholarship winners are. And we had, I think, close to a dozen young men, young black men, black and brown men that we were able to help be an impact to their education. So Sunday, mark your calendars down. Sunday, October 19th, we're going to be at the Woodcliff Hotel and Spa, which is right outside of Rochester. And we have a VIP admission at 4 p.m. and we have a general admission at 5 p.m. And if you need tickets, you can holler at me or you can visit us at www.rochesteralphas.org. So definitely come out to that. Ladies, come out. Gentlemen, come out. It's dressed to impress. It's an alpha event, which means it's going to be a night of elegance and a night of excellence. So definitely come out and support us. This is our big fundraising event for the year. So those are my shout outs. Appreciate everybody. Love you all.
Like, subscribe, share. Go support somebody that's black. Get your kombucha. Ebony Williams. All right, everybody.
Yep.
Have a great one.
Peace.
See y'all in the fall.